Hi there, my name is Lisa Schmid. Welcome to the Stamper Studio. This is Wonder Wednesday because it's Wednesday night. And Wonder Wednesday is a time when you can either ask a question ahead of time and let me know if there's a tool or a technique you want to learn how to do, or a tool you want to learn how to use, or if there's some kind of fun fold, you're like, how do they do that? I will figure it out and let you know. So tonight I'm going to show you a fun fold. And if you checked in on Monday, you know that we used Happy Forest Friends. And that's the set I'm going to use with my fun fold. So we were at the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Albuquerque, which was, hey, Mary Ellen from Montana. Nice.
And Tanya from Illinois.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Um, we were at the Hot Air Balloon Festival last
Weekend.
Friday through Monday at in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And Dave, I didn't even tell you, it was raining there today.
I know.
And it looked like it was going to rain for the next several days, which is a bummer. But for us, it was fantastic. It was beautiful. It was my third time. It was Dave's first time. So the first day, we walked through all the balloons and we watched them blow up and take off. And it's so, so amazing, right?
It is.
Yeah, he had not seen it before. Then the second day, we actually crew for a friend of ours. They're called In the Buff because they have two buffaloes on the side of their balloon, and it's a massive balloon. And it's a totally different experience. It's completely different than just going as a visitor. So anyway, we had a fantastic time and can't wait to go again. So let's go ahead and get started. We're using Happier Than Happy stamp set, which is the Happy, you just told me, Happy Forest Friends is the suite name. So here is the stamp set. It's so very cute. With little mushrooms and butterfly and acorns. And then it's got these cute little animals, a little bit of green or brown, a little bit of ground to ground them, some leaves, a tree. Just super, super cute. It does say hello, baby. We've got a welcome and a thanks. This suite is on page 46, Happy Forest Friends. And in the suite, you get the whole shebang. You get the stamps and the dies and the paper and the ribbon. So it's a good deal. I'm going to show you the paper, which is so cute. Look how cute this paper is. I have to cut it. It's 12 by 12, so I want to make sure I show you. And the idea here is that you could cut this in 4-inch strips and use any of it. I mean, you could cut it bigger, but if you cut 4-inch strips, you can get 6 of them, 6 cards out of one sheet of paper. So let's look at the next one. I love this one with the birch trees. I really like birch trees. We don't have too many around here, but up in northern Minnesota, they definitely do. So look at that. And the mushrooms, this reminds me of the gnome, the paper that goes with the gnomes. Cute, looks like little hearts on the back. And then this one, how cute is that? Just that poppy color and so fun. So fun. All right, so let me show you the card we made Monday. Very simple card using the Designer Series paper. So nothing on here is stamped. I was like, where did that bluebird come from? Oh, yeah. And then I went ahead and stamped the owl and die cut him out, and then die cut the little stump so that we could just have a different texture, and my little tag with some twine. And inside we put the little fox on some dirt, I guess, ground. Anyway, so tonight I want to show you a really, really fun, very, very cute pop-up card. And come on, how could I have set, I have it. My goodness, I'm not going to show you that yet. I did cut this out. It must be over there. I cut that. Okay, so what we're going to use is a piece of 5 by 6. I just want to check one more thing over here, make sure it's not here. Poor Dave, such a good guy. This is cut at 5 by 6, and then it is scored at 2 inches and 4 inches. So there's my little memo, and I'll definitely, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take a picture of that right now so we can put that in the chat. How's that? Look at that. I'm going to take a picture of it with the dimensions, because once we put it in the, once we put it in the card, it's no longer there. Do you see it, love? All right. It's just a piece of crumb. Yes, that's it right there, that one. So I took a piece of crumb cake, just a standard half sheet of paper, and then using our stylish shaped dies, I die cut out not the biggest one. Move this over. I'm just going to throw it around. The next one down. So not the largest one, but the next one down. And then you would think, oh, to do an inside panel, we might go smaller, but I don't want to go any smaller because this I did not die cut with the next size down because even just, sorry, I have too many things right in front of me. Even just die cutting it or just cutting it to fit on the dies like this, I had a little more space. And you're going to see what we're going to stamp on here. It's kind of a lot. So, but let's
Hey,
go
Patty.
ahead and we're going to stamp some trees on our little, and Patty, you made this one when you were here. So this was one of our Stamp Club ones. And Stamp Club is a fun time. I'm going to make sure I've got this the right way. That's how it goes. Mountain Valley. There we go. Mountain Valley is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stamp a little bit of trees here. So I've got my little, just to decorate the inside a bit. And then I'm going to use my big bear. I didn't even show you. Look at all these great dies. Come back on Saturday. I'm making a little board so you can actually see what all those are. And I will show you the next level up. I'm going to squeeze this guy on here. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but we can do it. I'm going to stamp him in crumb cake and put him over on this side. Stamp a little guy down on the bottom. I'm going to push on those little feet to make sure I get it. That's fine. And see how it's kind of modeled? How do you say that word? I never can say it very well.
Shaded?
Well, it is kind of shaded. Well, one thing that
Variegated?
I don't know, but if you want to color it in a little bit, either with a blender pen or with water, it kind of is not blending. Maybe the water would make it blend more. Anyway, that's okay. There's our little bear. His little eye looks like it's winking. Maybe you have to use water. Okay. And I am just going to stamp right here like 3 thank yous. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Because that also comes in our stamp set here. This little thanks I think is really cute. Happier than happy means I have to be, or happier than happy for you means kind of makes me feel like I have to congratulate, which I'm not going to congratulate on this one. I'm just going to say thanks, 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 thanks. There we go. All right, so we've got that stamped. So that's one piece. Remember, that's our 5 by 6 scored at 2 and scored at 4. Thank you. So I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to stamp on this little piece right here, which is going to go on top of my Calypso Coral. Now the reason I'm stamping on this is because I know I'm stamping off of it, and I don't really want to get that all over everything. So take off my little bear there, and I'm going to stick on some ground. And the ground, I am going to make go all the way across. So I could do just one little thing, but nope, I want to do several. So it looks a little bit more, has a little bit more texture to it. And then in Calypso Coral, I'm going to go ahead and stamp a little mushroom. Make sure it's grounded, not like floating. Good enough. And I'm going to stamp a stump. You'll see why I was like, I need every bit of space on here that I can get. I'm going to stamp my little stump right over on this side like that. Oh, looks good. And this color I'm using is Basic Gray, Smoky Slate. Like I said, Smoky Slate, just to give it a different color. I could have used brown, but I'm going to put an owl on here, and the owl is going to be brown. The last thing we are going to use is our little tree. So let me peel off my little mushroom, put on a tree. And I'm going to stamp the tree in Old Olive. That's my green, if I didn't mention it before. And kind of what I'm trying to do is I want to line up the tree somewhat with the stump because it kind of looks, it's going to look like it's behind it a bit. That's my goal. Good enough? Good. Not good enough? Good. And then I'm going to stamp my owl in crumb cake.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl just had a birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. This is your special day.
I hope you will
Happy-
enjoy it in every special way. Hey, I'm going to stamp my owl in crumb cake. It's so cute. And then we are going to die cut out the owl, which I already have him die cut, but I will show you this little die. It's so cute. So the little owl die, his feet are what you want to see through that little hole. If you get his feet through the hole and you can see them, then you've got it cut just right. So let's grab our little owl guy and we're going to pop him up, kind of sitting up on top of our little, or on the ground. I don't know. Let's look and see. But I'm going to put some dimensionals on this one. And to our Jewish friends, happy Yom Kippur. We had no school today for that, just so they could celebrate. All right, so I think down on the ground. What do you think, Dave? Stump or ground? Stump?
Stump.
Stump?
No, down.
I know, it kind of looks cute down here.
Yep.
I sort of like him in
He
front of
looks
it.
too big for the tree if he's up on the stump.
Ah, good call. All right, we'll put him there. Okay, I am going to close this ink, Old Olive. All right, so we're going to go ahead and attach this to the Calypso coral that we already have die cut out. And there we go. All right, here's where the magic comes in. So we are going to go ahead and adhere just this panel, just this one panel inside here, just this panel. Okay, so I'm going to adhere just the one panel inside, equidistant around from this edge, from the right side. So I don't want it way over. I just want to put kind of an equal distance around my border like that. Okay, and here's where the magic happens. Actually, before I do that, we're going to go ahead and stick this in. And I'm only going to put adhesive on the piece I can see right here, right? Because I cut it out of the same piece. So obviously I cut it out of the same, using the same die, or yeah.
Yes.
So I knew it would fit in there. And then the other thing I have is I still have a crumb cake piece like this that I could use. Okay, so this is really cute, but this is not so cute. Like, what? That's not so cute. So we just need a little mechanism. And our mechanism is literally just a little tiny piece of paper. I just did it by 2 inches, scored at 1
A
inch.
little lower, please.
A little lower.
You were kind of off the camera a little bit.
So it's 2 inches long, scored it in half at 1 inch, and it's just a 1/2 inch long. And here's what we're going to do. The magic is going to happen right now. All right, so we are going to stick this. Check my little, yes. We're going to stick this right here. Let's make sure I got that right. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Sorry. Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to stick this. I do. Right where the score line is, that's where we're going to stick it, right below the Calypso coral. So it's hanging off like that. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm sticking with it, so to speak. Okay, so I'm going to stick it on here, underneath the Calypso coral, right at that score line. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing with the other one on the top edge. So I'm going to stick this right at the score line, right above. There we go. So I have 2 little tabs like that. And now comes the magic. And I am actually going to use our tear tape because you really want this to hold. You could use adhesive, but I think this will be holding it a little bit better.
Stamp and Seal Plus would probably also
That
do it
would
for
also
you.
work. You are correct in that. So I do like the tear. Is it called? It used to be called tear in tape. I think it's just
Tear and
called
stick.
tear and anyway, it's a tape that you tear off and then you peel to get off the top part, and the adhesive is right there underneath. Now here's what I'm going to do. I really hope I did it right. I feel like I didn't do it right, but I know I did. Did I do it right? I did. But It's correct. Oh, I know.
Yes,
I remember. I just have to open that up. There we go. Okay. It's like a little mental gymnastics for me, but I just have to open that up like that.
A weekend of 3 a.m. mornings just has lingering effects.
I know, right? So I'm leaving the tabs open. That's the thing I was struggling with. Like, how do you do that? And then you just close it right over them. Because now when I open it, ta-da, there we go. I did do it. And we're just going to decorate this front just a little bit. So there we go. It took me a second, but I got it. I got it. If I made a bunch of them, I would remember, but.
We all wondered.
Hush. Y'all wondered if I was going to make it.
On Wonder Wednesday.
Oh, haha, bump. I'm just going to trim that off a little bit because it's hanging over. And I am going to just put a little word on my Calypso coral. And the word I'm going to use, you guessed it, is thanks. Actually, I'm not going to put it on the Calypso coral. I'm going to put it on the crumb cake. So I have 2 little strips here. So I'm just going to stick that on the crumb cake like that. Thanks. And I'm going to put the coral underneath here like this. Probably about that far out. So I'm going to cut it here. Just give it a little snip. And I'm going to stick that on. It's just kind of a color underneath the words, just to give it a little more oomph. And that is spelled
That's a technical term.
P-H. Exactly right. Oomph. And then I'm going to take my thanks, and I'm going to mimic that same similar, and I'm going to put it right here.
Right on the thingamabob.
And I think I'm going to trim this one a little bit more because it's sticking out a little bit too far for my liking. And we'll just stick this on right there. So we've got a little bit of color behind it. There we go. Thanks. There we go. I got a little worried there for just a moment. I'm like, I know this is the right way, but isn't that cute? Oops, sorry about that. Isn't that cute? Look at that.
Cute, yeah.
Cute, yeah. Okay, so here is, this is the one I made using the welcome. I put a little embellishment on there. Same thing, I stamped 2 instead of 1. Not a big deal. Happier than happy for you. My bear, the first time, kind of stamped funny like this one, but the second time it stamped like that. So I just stamped it again and die cut it. I don't know why. Maybe the first time, maybe you should stamp off first and then stamp on. And then here's the one I made. Same thing with smile. Ooh, the variations. They're so similar. Just kidding. It popped up a little mushroom there. And this is the bear stamping right on there. So that is our fun little pop-up card.
But before we go.
Yes. What do you guys think first? Is that fun? Yeah, exactly, Tanya. I watched a video and watched how to make it exactly. And then now I feel better. Okay, go ahead.
Before we go, we have one of our monthly events coming up, and that is Card Kit Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Card Cafe. Sorry, get my terms right.
It
is on Saturday the 15th. Card Cafe, you get to come here to the studio and make 10 cards. You choose 5 of the designs, make 2 of each. 10 wonderful cards. Cost is $25. $10 can be put towards a $30 order, and we have so many fun things going on right now. Who can't come up with a $30 order for sure and save $10 on it?
Ooh, I like that. I love saving money on something.
So Card Cafe, Saturday the 15th. You need to sign up by, let's say, the 12th to make sure that we have time to get everything ready that we need for those who are coming. So Card Cafe, October 15th.
All right. Thanks, Dave. And I don't know, you probably didn't see what I was just doing because he was covering the screen with that, but I will show you. I actually was scoring. I probably should have scored or creased this with the bone folder first. So I went back and really scored it tight, and it does stay shut.
Burnished it a little more.
Burnished it some more. That's right. So super, well, I guess it's not simple. No, that would not be called a simple card.
Simple.
Do not say simple. It's a really cute card. And I think how fun. I can't wait to try this with some other other stamps, other things that would be really cute with it. So friends, excuse me, thank you for joining us. We're going to go play pickleball. And let's see, I'll see you on Saturday. Saturday, I will show you the whole, all the dies cut out and the words and everything on a little board so you can actually see how it all works. And I'm excited to share that with you because it is just really cute. It's not just for babies. So, all right, friends, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Happy stamping.